Welcome back to the channel. Today we are uncovering one of the most unbelievable and potentially life-changing coin stories you will ever hear. Because hidden in ordinary pocket change could be a 1995 1-cent coin that has been rumored and discussed among collectors for reaching an astonishing value of up to $16 million. And what makes this even more exciting is that many people still pass this coin around every single day without realizing its hidden secrets, its rare characteristics, and the small but powerful mistakes that could turn a simple copper coin into a fortune. So imagine holding a coin that looks completely normal at first glance, a coin that has likely been ignored, spent, or even thrown into jars and drawers for years, yet within that coin lies a combination of rare minting errors, unusual die varieties, and production anomalies that collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts of money to own. And that is exactly what makes the 1995 penny so fascinating, because it is not just about age or metal content, it is about the hidden imperfections that transform it into something incredibly rare and desirable. And to truly understand why this coin could reach such a massive value, we need to explore the different types of errors and mistakes that can occur during the minting process. Starting with one of the most talked about features, which is the possibility of a double die error, where the design elements such as the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile appear slightly duplicated due to a misalignment during the die creation stage. And while the 1995 Philadelphia penny is famous for its double die verse, the Denver minted version has also been closely examined for similar anomalies that may not be as widely recognized but can still carry immense value if discovered in the right condition, and beyond doubled dies. Another key factor that can dramatically increase the value of a 1995 penny is the presence of die cracks and die breaks, which occur when the minting die begins to wear out or fracture after repeated use, resulting in raised lines or unusual shapes appearing on the surface of the coin. And in some rare cases, these cracks can evolve into what collectors call a cut error, where a portion of the die breaks off entirely, leaving a blob-like raised area on the coin that is highly collectible and extremely rare. And then there are off-center strikes, which happen when the blank planchet is not properly aligned within the press, causing the design to be stamped unevenly, sometimes leaving part of the coin blank and part of the design shifted dramatically to one side. And depending on how severe the off-center strike is and whether the date and mint mark remain visible, these coins can be worth significant amounts of money, especially if they are well preserved. And speaking of planchets, another fascinating possibility is the occurrence of planchet errors, where the metal blank itself has defects before it is even struck, such as improper alloy mixtures, clipped edges, or even wrong planchet errors where a penny is struck on a blank intended for another denomination, creating a coin that is both visually striking and extremely rare. And collectors are always on the lookout for these unusual pieces because they represent mistakes that slip through the strict quality control processes of the mint. And one of the most intriguing aspects of the 1995 penny is the potential for transitional errors or experimental compositions, where a coin might have been struck during a period of material testing or slight changes in production, leading to subtle differences in weight, color, or magnetic properties that can only be detected through careful examination. And while these cases are rare, they add another layer of mystery and excitement to the hunt for valuable coins. And condition also plays a massive role in determining the value of any coin, including the 1995 penny, because even a coin with a known error can see its value increase exponentially if it is found in mint state condition with sharp details, original luster, and minimal signs of wear. And coins that are graded at the highest levels by professional grading services can command premium prices due to their rarity and visual appeal. And this is why collectors often emphasize the importance of carefully inspecting and preserving coins rather than spending them without a second thought. And another factor that can elevate the value of a 1995 penny is the presence of multiple errors on a single coin, which is incredibly rare but not impossible. And when such a coin is discovered, it becomes a unique piece that stands out even among other error coins, attracting serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for something truly one of a kind. And beyond the technical aspects, there is also a psychological and market-driven component to coin values, where demand, rarity, and the stories behind certain coins can drive prices to astonishing levels, especially when media attention or viral discoveries bring new interest into the hobby, and the idea that a simple penny could be worth millions captures the imagination of people around the world, encouraging them to check their change, revisit old collections, and learn more about the hidden treasures that might be sitting unnoticed in their homes. And this is exactly why the 1995 D penny continues to generate excitement, because it represents the perfect combination of accessibility and rarity, where anyone has a chance, however small, to find something extraordinary. And the possibilities do not end there, because new discoveries are still being made as collectors use advanced tools and techniques to examine coins in greater detail, revealing subtle features that were previously overlooked. And as more information becomes available, the understanding of what makes a coin valuable continues to evolve, opening the door for even more surprising finds in the future. And it is important to remember that not every 1995 D penny will be worth millions, but the potential is what makes the search so thrilling, because all it takes is one rare combination of errors, one perfectly preserved specimen, or one overlooked detail to transform an ordinary coin into a life-changing asset. And this is why collectors always emphasize patience, knowledge, and attention to detail, because the more you learn about the different types of errors and what to look for, the better your chances of identifying something truly special. And as you go through your own coins, pay close attention to the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the overall appearance, looking for anything that seems unusual or out of place, because those small differences could be the key to unlocking incredible value. And while the idea of a $16 million penny may sound unbelievable, history has shown that rare coins can and do reach extraordinary prices when the right factors come together, and the 1995 D penny stands as a powerful reminder that even the smallest and most overlooked objects can hold immense worth, and that the next time you receive change or come across an old jar of coins, you might want to take a closer look, because you never know what hidden treasure could be waiting to be discovered. And that is what makes coin collecting not just a hobby but a thrilling treasure hunt where every coin has a story and every detail matters. And the journey of discovering these hidden gems is just as rewarding as the potential payoff. So keep searching, keep learning, and always stay curious, because your next penny could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Next, the 1999 1-cent coin that collectors have talked about reaching astonishing values of up to $14 million. And what makes this even more fascinating is the fact that this is not some ancient relic or a coin made from precious metals, but a simple penny that millions of people have handled, spent, and ignored without realizing the hidden potential locked inside certain rare examples. And the reason why this ordinary-looking coin can become so extraordinarily valuable comes down to a combination of rare minting errors, unusual production mistakes, limited high-grade survival, and the powerful demand from collectors who are always searching for the next unique and undiscovered treasure. So to truly understand how a 1999 penny could ever approach such an incredible value, we need to take a deep look into the world of coin minting and the types of errors that can occur during the production process, because it is within these tiny imperfections that massive value is created. And one of the most important and well-known factors is the possibility of a double die error, which occurs during the creation of the coin die itself when the design is accidentally impressed more than once at slightly different angles, causing noticeable doubling in the letters, numbers, and sometimes even the portrait. And while the 1999 penny is not as widely famous as some earlier doubled die varieties, there are still subtle doubled features that collectors search for, particularly in the inscriptions such as Liberty or I in God We Trust, where even a slight separation in the lettering can indicate a valuable variety. And these doubled dies are especially prized when they are strong, clear, and easily visible without magnification, because they stand out and confirm the uniqueness of the coin. And beyond doubled dies, there are also repunched mint marks. Although by 1999 mint marks were typically added directly to the die rather than punched by hand, there can still be anomalies where the mint mark appears slightly distorted, misaligned, or shows signs of doubling due to die deterioration or mechanical doubling, and these small details can sometimes be overlooked by casual observers but recognized immediately by experienced collectors. And another major category of valuable errors involves die cracks and die breaks, which occur as the dies wear down from repeated use. eventually developing fractures that transfer onto the coin as raised lines or unusual shapes, and in more extreme cases these can form cut errors where a portion of the die breaks away entirely, leaving a raised blob of metal on the coin that interrupts the design. And these cut errors are particularly fascinating because each one is unique to the specific die damage that created it, making them highly collectible and sometimes extremely valuable depending on their size and location. And then there are off-center strikes, which happen when the planchet is not properly aligned within the striking chamber, causing the design to be impressed only partially on the coin, and the more dramatic the misalignment, while still retaining the date and key features, the more desirable the coin becomes, and collectors often look for off-center errors that show a clear portion of the blank planchet alongside the shifted design, as these provide a visual confirmation of the minting mistake. And another intriguing possibility with the 1999 penny is the presence of broad strike errors, where the coin is struck without the restraining collar, causing it to expand outward and lose its normal raised rim, resulting in a slightly larger and flatter appearance that immediately sets it apart from standard coins. And while broad strikes may not always reach extreme values on their own, they become far more valuable when combined with other errors or when found in exceptional condition. And speaking of planchets, one of the most exciting types of errors involves the planchet itself. Because sometimes the blank metal discs used to strike coins can have defects such as clipped edges, improper alloy mixtures, or surface laminations where layers of metal peel away, and these planchet errors create coins that look dramatically different from normal issues and are highly sought after by collectors who specialize in mint errors, and in rare cases a coin may even be struck on the wrong planchet entirely, such as a penny design appearing on a planchet intended for another denomination, creating a truly unusual and valuable piece that stands out immediately. And another factor that can significantly impact the value of a 1999 penny is die deterioration, which can create a range of visual effects including mushy details, flow lines, and distorted lettering. And while minor die deterioration is common and usually not very valuable, extreme cases can produce unique appearances that attract collector interest, especially when they create unusual textures or patterns across the coin's surface. And beyond physical errors, there is also the critical role of condition, because even the rarest error coin will not reach its full potential value unless it is preserved in high-grade condition, and coins that have never been circulated and still retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces are far more desirable than those that show signs of wear, scratches, or damage. And professional grading services evaluate coins on a scale that reflects their condition, and the highest graded examples can command exponentially higher prices due to their scarcity, and this is particularly important for modern coins like the 1999 penny, because while billions were produced, very few survive in perfect or near perfect condition, making top-grade specimens incredibly rare and valuable. And another fascinating aspect of coin collecting is the possibility of discovering multiple errors on a single coin, which can dramatically increase its value. Because such coins are extremely rare and represent a combination of mistakes that occurred during different stages of the minting process, and these multi-error coins often become centerpiece items in collections due to their uniqueness and the story they tell about the minting process. And the story behind the 1999 penny also involves the broader context of the late 1990s minting environment, where high production demands sometimes led to increased wear on dies and a greater likelihood of minor errors slipping through quality control. And while the mint maintains strict standards, the sheer volume of coins produced means that occasional mistakes are inevitable, and it is these mistakes that create opportunities for collectors to find something extraordinary. And the idea that a simple penny could be worth millions captures the imagination because it represents the possibility of hidden wealth in everyday life, encouraging people to pay closer attention to the coins they handle, and to learn more about the subtle details that can indicate value. And this is why education and awareness are so important in coin collecting, because the more you understand about minting errors and what to look for, the better your chances of identifying a valuable coin. And as technology advances, collectors now have access to better tools and resources for examining coins, including magnification devices, digital imaging, and online databases that catalog known varieties and errors, making it easier than ever to research and verify potential finds. And the excitement of discovering a rare coin is not just about the financial reward but also about the thrill of uncovering something unique and historically significant, because each era coin tells a story about the moment it was created and the circumstances that led to its unusual appearance. And the 1999 penny serves as a perfect example of how even modern coins can hold incredible value when the right combination of factors comes together. And while not every 1999 penny will be worth millions, the possibility that one could be makes every coin worth a closer look. And as you go through your own change or collections, take the time to examine each coin carefully, looking for signs of doubling, unusual shapes, misaligned designs, or anything that seems out of the ordinary. Because those small details could be the key to discovering something truly valuable, and it is also important to handle coins properly to avoid causing damage, as even minor scratches or cleaning can significantly reduce a coin's value. And if you believe you have found a rare or valuable coin, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service to confirm its authenticity and condition. And ultimately, the story of the 1999 1-cent coin is a reminder that incredible value can be hidden in the most unexpected places. And that with a little knowledge, patience, and curiosity, anyone can participate in the search for these hidden treasures. And that is what makes coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding pursuit. Because every coin has the potential to surprise you, and every discovery brings you one step closer to finding something truly extraordinary that could change your life forever.